Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early in the morning, y'all. And I'm up. Well, it's about 7:30, actually. You know who I am. I'm AJ Copeland. This is Topics to Go. I thought maybe I'd get up early this morning. Well, I always get up in the morning. See the bags up under my eyes. I have a bit of concern. There have been a lot of questions that have been surrounding the academic that's in Atlanta as it relates to HIV and AIDS, and a lot of people just wondering why is the statistics are so high when it comes to HIV and AIDS in Atlanta, Georgia. And I know that the conclusion that most people have is that sex is running rapid. And people are running around here like rabbits and having sex with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, if not animals. I mean, some would go as far as to think that people around here, well, they're a fraction, or just a little small few of some individuals that are into that bestiality stuff and all of that. But I have my own thoughts as it relates to why HIV and AIDS is so high in Atlanta. Being someone that was born and raised here, I know what it used to be. See, somebody just coming here or just visiting, they going by what they see now, but I remember when. And so I think I can speak. I think I can speak pretty well of where the city was and where it is right now and how we got here. Now let's go back a little ways. Let's look at just a tiny little bit of history about Atlanta, Georgia. I believe back in 1996 is when the Olympics was here. And I remember saying to a few of my friends at that time that after the Olympics that we were going to have an increase in population, mostly homosexual. And I was laughed at. Many laughed at me. But I was thinking more on the Caucasian level at that time. Not necessarily, the migration of a lot of African-American blacks that would move here that were gay. But at that time, I was thinking about Caucasians, because in every city you have an area where, there are mostly, gay men. And primarily in our city, it's Midtown. When it comes to Caucasians, it's Midtown and a few blacks. But right now, where we are right now, homosexuals all over the state. But, during that time, it was just a little small area, an area within the city, which was Midtown, is where mostly homosexuals would migrate up. That's where their area was. And frankly, we weren't allowed to go in that area. So, I mean, when I was younger, I didn't even go in Midtown. So, because it was white, And if you come from a major city, you know that it's just like a railroad track, black on one side and white on the other. You know what I mean? But just to continue talking, and I didn't try to lighten up this video or make it, I just rambling basically, and just wanted to talk to you guys on my views as it relates to why HIV and AIDS is so high in Atlanta, Georgia. So for someone that grew up here and knows the history and knows where the city was and where and see where it went from that time on up. So 96, we had our Olympics. So that means that you had a lot of individuals to move from various cities. Now let's move up a little bit. And it continues to happen. Now, one reason why HIV is so high is because you have people that are moving here that are already HIV positive. Okay? And the reason why a lot of HIV positive individuals are moving to Atlanta are several reasons in my view. Number one, a lot of them thought or were getting information that the services that they needed would be in this city. That Atlanta had better opportunity for individuals that were HIV positive. However, I've heard that New York has better opportunities for individuals that are HIV positive. So you had a lot of individuals that moved here for the reason of, for health reasons, to be able to get the medicines and the housing programs and the different things that they needed to survive. Rumor has it, that a lot of them came here for that reason. Another reason why you will find a lot of individuals moving here that are gay and a large number of HIV positive is because, when you're living in Chicago and New York, New York, Michigan, Philly, up north, when you're living up north, you can't necessarily do the things up north, not saying in the open, as they're doing here. Here we just have a whole slew of variety of gay men. I mean, from the range of DL, trade, butch queens, all the titles and the names, and young men that feel comfortable with wearing makeup and walking out in a latest top, but men jeans and maybe heels, and they're not discriminated against as much as they would in other cities. So a lot of people moved here for freedom, freedom of expression, be able to express themselves and to live their lives without being condemned. Now, don't get me wrong, because the South is religious belt, you're going to get that, but in more of a subtle type of way. It's not going to be just blatantly out in the open, and unless you go into a certain area, you might get that. But overall, in Atlanta, Georgia, people have that freedom to express themselves and to live their lives how they want to when it comes to homosexuality. So that's another reason why a lot of individuals have moved here. Now, there is a small fraction of people that moved here primarily for the sex. The rumor is out that Atlanta is underground to porn, escorting, prostitution, and just free sex. And so a lot of men did move here for that purpose, primarily younger, moved here for that purpose, just to party, have fun, and have sex. And so with that in mind, of course, you're going to have that type of activity where they're having sex with multiple individuals, multiple strangers, and sometimes, if not all, they're HIV positive. And so they're passing the virus from one individual to another individual to another individual, and it goes on and on and on. The cycle just continues to go on. So there's a variety of reasons why the HIV statistics are high in Atlanta, Georgia. But I wouldn't put it all on the fact that you just got every gay man out here just running, having sex in the parks and in cars and in bathrooms and in the streets. I mean, that's the type of mindset a lot of people have when it comes to homosexuality. When they think of gay men, that's how they think. And that's why I tell you gay men out here, you got to stop sending all these mixed messages and living it's okay to live your life free, but have some integrity and some character in how you live your life. You can't demand respect and live your life like an animal. I mean, you just can't. And for those that are comfortable with being that way and living that way, so be it. But for us that say that we are of character and we are integrity, not to mention those that go to church every Sunday and sing in a choir or play an instrument in the church, not to mention those individuals that say they're Christians. I mean, we shouldn't even have to even question your integrity and character. But these are the type of things that are going on. People are stereotyping gay men and putting them all in a box, whether they be black, white, Korean, Asian. I mean, because homosexuality come in all cultures and all colors. It's not no one set culture, one set color. They come in all shades, all right? And there is a variety in this community. So why do I feel the need to come forward with this and to talk about this? Because I ran across a video of a young lady. I'm not going to give any names of the channel or the person, but I came across a video because I do watch other YouTubers, and I came across a video where a young lady was speaking about before she came to Atlanta, that she used to talk about coming to Atlanta. She was talking about HIV and AIDS, and she was talking about how it was being spreaded, and and how she felt so ashamed of being in the city because the academic, the statistics of rate of AIDS, HIV and AIDS is so high. And she came across as she was talking as though, you just got gay men running around here rapid, just having sex with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every female, and they just passing the HIV, AIDS just everywhere and have no conscience, no integrity, no character. They just living their life any kind of way, and that she just could not stand to be in the city of Atlanta because the statistic rate was so high, like 60-some-odd%. Over half of Metro Atlanta is HIV positive. But you got to understand that over half of those in Metro Atlanta are not all from Atlanta, and some of them already had it before they got here. I mean, let's be real. It didn't just, the statistics just didn't get high overnight because people were just running rapid and having sex like rabbits with one another. It got high because you had individuals that moved to the city for whatever reason that were already HIV positive. And of course, they had to get into the record in the census because they had to get an address, they had to get a location to stay, they had to find a doctor, so they had to be included in the numbers of statistics when it comes to HIV and AIDS. So let's not get it twisted and let's not get it confused about what's going on. Yes, there are a small fraction of individuals that are running around here having sex rapidly with anybody like animals. But believe me this, it is a very small number compared to the whole population of homosexuality. And the problem is they do that just like they do blacks. A few blacks commit a crime and they put it on the whole community. And we just continue to do that, run down that cycle over and over and over again. Blame a whole community for just 1 or 2, 3 people that decided they want to live their lives that way or this way. And we got to get out of that box. And we got to begin to judge what we know. I can only speak on the experience that I've had, the individuals that I've met, and the individuals that are in my circle. I cannot speak for the whole city of Atlanta. And what I mean by that is, in this way is what I mean I cannot speak for the whole city of Atlanta. What I mean is, I can't say that all of Atlanta is this, or all of Atlanta is that, or all of the blacks are this, or all of the blacks are that, or all of the whites are this, or all of the whites are that, or all of the homosexuals are this, or all of the homosexuals are that, because I haven't met all of them. I could only speak on my experiences. And it's a fair assessment if you're speaking on your experience and the amount of people that you met and have come across. That's a right assessment to say, based on the individuals that I met, based on my experiences, based on my circle of friends, this is what I've come to understand. And I know statistics and analysts work like that. They work with a small fraction of a number to determine what's going on in the broad, of the community. I know they can take 1,000 surveys of 1,000 people and base those 1,000 people on 100,000 people. I know how it goes. I know that's what they do. I don't know if that's a wise approach, but I know that's what they do. So, and I understand why they do that, because I mean, that's a lot of that would be a lot of money to try to do that on that many people. But anyway, everybody, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. The sun is coming up. You see the sun shining across my face, the blinds and the sun. But I just thought maybe I'd speak on that. But I'm gonna get out of here right now. And look, during your free time, and always remember to catch a topic or two. And let me remind you, by the way, our event is going to be taking place July the 16th. Don't forget, in Midtown. We're going to be Facebook Live. It's going to be at 4 o'clock. It's going to be on a Sunday. And we're going to be talking about love, sex, and you. So all of that will line up with what we're talking about now. I thank you guys for your time. I thank you for supporting Topics to Go. And if you have any ideals or any things that you would like to share as it relates to topics, please hit us up on identifyandconnect.org. That's identifyandconnect.org. Identity Outreach Incorporated, or call us at 1-800-251-6449 and submit your questions or your concerns or anything that you want us to talk about, and we'll be more than glad to talk about those issues. I thank you for your time. I know my face have changed. Did you see that? It's changed. I got lines going across my face because, you know, where I'm taking the video at, I think it's kind of unique, actually. Sort of different. All you can see is my teeth and the lines. Let me stop joking. Anyway, y'all have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. Well, enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. Today is what? Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful day outside. You guys take care. And thank you so much for your time. Later.